What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to 6 Scale Reviews. It's Dan, and today we have Fennec Shand finally in hand, TMS 068. This is from the Mandalorian, or Book of Boba Fett, however you want to interpret that. But here she is finally, and man, I'm really excited about this. She was one of the most badass characters, and out of all of those characters we've gotten, I think she's one of the best female ones. Um, her outfit looks incredible. She's like an assassin type of character that really kind of interests me a lot. So I'm really excited to get into this. You can see the art box here has got a beautiful portrait of Ming-Na Wen herself. The figure looks incredible as well. The typical cigar band for Star Wars, nothing too crazy. Another little portrait of the figure itself, and of course all the legal information here on the back. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the outer box. Let's go ahead, open this up. I should probably do it right in front of the camera, right? But yeah, go ahead, take this off. Typical art print in the front. I think it looks really good. Awesome photo of her. Whoever did the photography for this did a really damn good job. Really like the way they came out. And let's go ahead, take this clamshell plastic off. It's very thin. I don't like that. Take this out as well, I guess. And boom, got a lot of shit in there. Yeah, here she is. You can see all of the accessories in here. She looks incredible. And you can already see some of that head sculpt. Fantastic. I'm gonna go ahead, lay all this stuff out, and we'll see what she comes with. Let's go. All right, everybody, here's everything that Fennec Shand comes with. I think it's a pretty decent amount. I didn't expect too much, but I guess we'll start off with this rifle here. This thing looks pretty damn awesome. I love the design of it. It's got some subtle weathering right here along the base of the gun. It's very minimal. It's nothing, it's nothing crazy, but yeah, you can kind of see it right there. It's very minimal. Got some more pitting around the front of the barrel on the muzzle device right here. And yeah, it looks pretty good. I love the bronze. I love the paint apps on this. It looks really, really good. I can't really complain. I think it looks fantastic. I can't wait to use it with the figure. So there's that rifle. We also got this pistol here. It's like a modified DL44 type. I think it looks great. It's got some nice subtle washes here on the wood. This one has a lot more weathering around the trigger area. Love that gold, that like it's kind of beat up still. And it looks great, man. It's got like a little window right there. This little thing looks pretty dope. I like it a lot. Yeah, pretty cool pistol. Have really nothing bad to say about it. Next we got this little tiny itty bitty knife. This is meant to go in the buttstock of the rifle right there. It's got some decent paint apps. Got a little bit of like rusting on the top. Like, it's nothing too crazy. It's very small. I don't ever plan on using this, but it's a cool addition nonetheless. I think it's great. We also get this little baggie that has a drawstring on it. And you can close it or open it, whatever you want. And I also noticed that it came with some Republic credits. I have 2 of them in the bag. And I got this little guy right here. Republic symbol right there. And as I flip it over, it's very small, so I would be very careful because I can see definitely people losing this thing. It's extremely small. Next we got this little bottle of spotchka here. I think it looks pretty cool. The glass itself is like kind of dusty, and by glass I mean plastic, because this is plastic. And you can see that blue spotchka in there. Looks great. And yeah, it's got real netting over the top of the glass. It's glued on, so it won't really go anywhere. But yeah, open top. And of course, we have Fennec Shand's helmet. This thing looks really good as well. Got some really nice weathering along the front part of the head, bottom, some of the sides here, and the back. This helmet looks really good. It's been worn, you can tell. I'm not a big fan of how this thing is put over the head sculpt. You gotta like pretty much friction fit it on there, and I'm not a big fan of that because you might end up scratching the sculpt. So yeah, that's unfortunate, but yeah, it looks like I won't be putting on the head sculpt very often. So yeah, that's how you take it apart and put it on. You got to do that over the sculpt. Not very happy about that, but is what it is nonetheless. Last but not least, we have the base for Fennec Shand. We have Fennec Shand's nameplate here, and it's not that stupid footprint base like we've gotten previously. It's a flat base with some texture to it. Yeah, it doesn't have the stupid footprint, so I can't really complain. This is what Hot Toys should have given us the whole time instead of those dumbass footprints. Everybody knows those things suck. But yeah, that's the base. Nothing to write home about. But that's everything she comes with. Let's go ahead, get the figure out, and let's take a closer look at her. Let's go. All right, everybody. Here is Fennec Shand, and my goodness, that head sculpt is fantastic. I mean, wow. Hot Toys really killed it with this one. This one isn't. I'm just gonna say right now, it's an absolute 10. That head sculpt is a shrink ray, as some would say. But man, this thing looks fantastic. The head sculpt is a knockout. The body, the outfit looks incredible. All the different textures that are on this are incredible. Like we got like this like leather looking sculpted plastic. We got like some of this other material here. All the kinds of different patterns, different like cross hatching of like pleather here. 2 belts. Like different, like this is more like a felt material right here in the middle of her chest, and then it switches to something else. Let me see if I can zoom in here. So you can kind of see just all the different type of materials that are used on this thing, and it looks great, man. I mean, wow. This thing in hand looks fantastic. You can see just all kinds of different materials being used. The weathering on the boots looks fantastic, because obviously she's out there in the dirt with Boba, and yeah, it shows, but the outfit's very clean. There's not really a lot of weathering on there, and I'm not complaining. I think it looks freaking amazing. So, yeah, I'm honestly blown away by this head sculpt. It's literally like having the actress just right there. It's great. Hot Toys killed it again. I can't say it enough. Articulation wise, though, I guess it can pretty much do, whatever you want it to. The arms can do all the way up. It's got double jointed elbows. That's always a plus because Hot Toys tends to not want to film or not film, but give women double jointed elbows. So that's very unfortunate. We have the legs going out to about 45 degrees. Double jointed knees, of course. Now the torso is where it's going to get a little bit tougher. It's very rigid. You're not going to get much out of that. Like I'm actually really trying, and it doesn't really budge. The head sculpt, do whatever you want. It does have a articulated braid, so you can kind of get this to fold over however you want. I'm really happy with that. And yeah, and of course the ankles. It's a split cut boot design, so you got the spat over the boot. The ankle will pretty much go wherever you want it to, so nothing too crazy there. But yeah, that's Fennec Shand, man. I am really, really excited to pose this up. So let's go ahead, pose her up, and finish out this video. Let's go, guys. All right, everyone. Here we are with the first pose, and it's got Fennec Shand here standing straight up and down, holding the helmet, holding the rifle. Nothing too crazy. She looks incredible, man. I mean, I don't really know what else to say. She just looks fantastic. I love the colorways. The head sculpt is an absolute slam fucking dunk. Like, yeah, incredible figure. Yeah, and she's pretty decently posable. Like I mentioned before, the torso area, you're not going to get much articulation out of that, but everything else seems to be fine. The legs, arms, just everything else seems to be good. Ankles feel really sturdy, so pretty happy with the way this figure came out. And yeah, she just looks amazing, man. Even with some of the poses I have here with her helmet on, she's gonna look fantastic. I mean, like I said, I just don't really like the way the helmet kind of friction fits on the head sculpt itself. I'm not a big fan of that, but either way, I think she should look great for a couple photos. But this is probably the only figure that I will display without the helmet, just because that head sculpt is just so goddamn good, and it just, yeah, really one of Hot Toys' best figures of the year, and maybe even top fucking 3 head sculpts of all time, I think. But anyways, overall, the figure is a solid 9.5 out of 10. The only thing I have an issue with is maybe the body, the articulation of the torso wasn't as great. But that being said, let me know what you guys think of the figure in the comments below. If you haven't already, please hit that like button, subscribe, and thank you for watching. We'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.